Hi guys, how are you doing? So there's a lot that is happening today, and I would be like taking you through all the processes that is required to be prepared specifically for NFP. And this wouldn't even like provide you with the understanding, but also would be helping you out to find a perfect opportunity for NFP. And the thing is to be quite serious when this type of data, specifically that is non-farm payroll data for the US and also the unemployment rate for Canadian dollar, would be coming out. So what I mean to say is, you see right here at 8:30 a.m., that is New York time, that is Eastern Standard Time, we have Canadian dollar data, that is the unemployment, that is the employment change. And you can see that the big difference is portrayed here with, this is a forecasted value. So kind of like really a bad data for the Canadian dollar is expected. On the other hand, our unemployment rate is not much of a difference right now, and it's not in much of a difference now. And secondly, we do have non-farm unemployment change and hourly earning rate for Australian dollar, that is also sorry, for US dollar, and employment rate for the Australian dollar is also coming. So non-farm employment change is one of the most significant data that specifically comes within once a week or once a month, sorry. So it is kind of like really impactful. So what it means by it measures the changes the number of employed people during the previous month. So it's kind of like the employment data, and this is a vital economic data released shortly after the month's end, and combination is importance and earliness makes the hefty market impact. So it is basically for the job creation, specifically for the consumer spending, and anything that is related to the consumer spending also relates with the uh, CPI, that is inflation. So it's really important right now for United States specifically, because on 20th Jan the Trump would be taking over. So this means a lot for the United States this time. So there would be a lot of activity which we can actually see. So quickly jumping towards the charts as well, it can give us like a better understanding that what is specifically going on and how we can actually find something out. So we have been discussing this DXY breakout that happened and the pullback, and this demand is kind of like holding right now. So moving further right now is, you see this is the point where specifically we can see the reaction, and most probably like with this type of wick that is being formed shows that this this Asian session and pre-London session is kind of like showing the strength towards the dollar right now, and which is significant in its own sense. Let's get into a deeper understanding that what could be the higher levels for our understanding, so that we can actually look into. So currently we are having this level around here. So if the DXY pushes on the upper side, we do have like a lot of price action above here. I would be like putting my highs above there for DXY, aiming if the price breaks of the upper side for the dollar, I would be aiming till this point, kind of like a significant level. And you can see right here, if we extend it, so there are significant uh, reactions that which we can even look at. And if it kind of like breaks this level as well, so we can place it right here. And let's see how the price action actually unfolds in coming day. For right now, which we are looking at is this type of structure. And this was like a previous high of the range, and this is the bottom of the range that is being formed right now. So most probably, like, the price would be breaking out of the structure and moving further up. We do expect some kind of reaction around here, because a big sell-off actually came around this point. Although the reaction of this all downtrend that actually formed and broke every resistance out here would be mitigated if the price actually breaks around this level. So it makes sense that DXY is kind of like still in an bullish trend. And you can see right here from this structure, the levels are continuously like in an uptrend. So levels are in specifically uptrend right now. And so in order for us to understand what could be the next point, I specifically want to think that if the price kind of like break that level, so we can expect a price to like move up till this point. Although it's like more into the daily structure time frame, we would be looking at a higher range each and every time price is breaking the level. So this is an alert right here. Secondly, we can shift. This would be an important reaction for us to understand that what would be happening in incoming day, week, and month, because this data would be making enough of a difference if it breaks out further like that. But this is also a really important point right now, that if the price kind of like makes a high here, peak formation high, and can give us a move on the downside if the price breaks specifically this level around here. So this is what I actually believe currently. So on the other hand, I've moved my high towards like that high. Most probably, like, we would be like looking for some of the reactions around that point too. Really important to note that no selling until and unless price kind of like comes back down and break this level. So if the price started breaking this level, then we can expect the dollar's weakness. And we do have an order block right here as well. So kind of like an corrective move can happen like that, and then we can again start seeing the bullish trend, because the trend is quite in a bullish format right now. And if the price kind of like breaks through this level, I would be considering this as a low for our further debate, because you see right here we do have like this significant level. So in case if the price breaks this level and goes on the upper side, I would be bringing this level, that is a principal point of interest, I would be bringing around here. That is a principal focus level, I would like bringing like around here, so that we can actually see the zoomed in version. Quickly moving and looking at the other currency pairs. So this is USD CAD. Although like we saw a sell off happening in USD CAD right here, but still with the strength of the dollar, you see like the prices started creeping on the upper side. The good part is that we didn't even like bother to take a trade in here, because the idea was similarly like that the price couldn't like even break this low. So if the price in case has like gone down there and then started going up like that, most likely we could have gotten a push on the downside, but still it's super bullish, and we would be getting some kind of reaction around this level. So what could be the next level for the Canadian dollar? We need to figure that out too after NFP, because it seems like the next level would be obviously right here. So because the Canadian dollar is right now Canadian dollar is right now in a situation of extreme weakness. You see right here the Canadian dollar is in extreme weakness because dollar is getting strong. So Canadian dollar, that is uh, just a sec, because see the Canadian dollar is a base currency right here, so most probably like it would be taking this high. So in that scenario, guys, I would be like changing this level to this high currently, because most probably like the price would be making dollar more stronger. We would be getting a reaction around here, but most likelihood is that price would be breaking that zone from that point. So I'm gonna like read just right now, because it seems to break that level out, and I have like changed my focus to this high now for Canadian dollar. So the dollar is in a good strength. Let's move further. USD CHF, we do have an order, a supply zone around here. You see why this is supply zone, that it's an order block right here. So price came back down, retested this level and pushed the price down right here. You can see right in front of you. So that's why we had like a reaction around this point, and there's a more likelihood that price would be breaking this zone around here and can push on the upper side further. For Swiss, yens are guys not in a formation to for any kind of like, you see right here, although the price action is kind of like holding it right now, but most likelihood is that the price would be breaking on the top like that. So with NFP it can even push further like that. So it is giving the indication, everything that is giving the indication right now on the bullish side for the dollar. This is euro. Right here you see like there was a break. As the break happened, price formed a small double top right here, and after breaking this support right here, you see that the price came back down there. So right now it's like a one time touch, two time touch, and third time most likelihood that the price would be breaking towards the downside like that for euro. Now let's discuss the euro pairs. So euro GBP right now, it was a small consolidation that we had. It was like a really hard time in a sense to as a trader because the price was in an extreme range, and if we see the range from this point to this point before the breakout, it's like 19 days range. So that there was like a good evidence about this range, so I was aware about that and didn't take any kind of position in it. But after the breakout, we did got a small reaction around here, and with this reaction you see uh, this price action was really important. This was this was the resistance right here. As the price broke out of this small channel right here, as the price broke out, we did got a small reaction, and after the further breakout happened, which was in a continuation phase, a small breakout continuation, price pushed on the upper side and reached that level. Then there is a three candle retracement which happened. After that, price is currently holding right here. So if the euro get more stronger than pound, so we can get a reaction towards the top again. But on the other hand, if we see a sell off from this point and price comes back down, we can expect a reversal around here, and somewhere here we can get a move forming a double bottom right here, and then later on we can actually see that price, if enters into the range, we can expect some kind of situation then at that point. On the other hand, we see we do have a order block right here, with this good breakout. So there would be a reaction around this really obvious. So it's more on the waiting side. Euro odd. So if you see like this was a good trend going on the upper side like that, and from this point there was a breakout that happened. Price went down, went into the consolidation right here, broke out, and after breaking out, prices in specific channel on the upper side, but this channel is just the idea that the big players couldn't like fill in this move. So right now they are, if this is like an impulsive move, so they are correcting the channel, and with the classical charting pattern, most likelihood is that the price would be coming down further like that. And because if you see each time the the movement on the upper side was quite clear right here. Even this is a clear movement, but now the price is specifically in a form of a continuation towards the downside. So that's the case right now, and seems quite legit opportunity for the sell structure. Even if the price goes back up there, we can get some kind of reaction like that, forming a range right here, and then a sell-off can happen. But NFP can change enough of the situations out here. So this is a trade which I am currently in, although the trade seems really legit. You see right here there was a breakout that happened, and with this kind of like a breakout, price kind of like started going on the upper side, went exactly to this level, and then there was a big sell-off that happened, but price couldn't like even break this level. And after that, then again price retested this level, and you see right here the engulfing or a railroad pattern type of candle that established, and 3 bar play sell, something like that happened. And with this kind of opportunity, I kind of like took the trade for a sell position, but right now the the formation is happening, and this would be my first target, and then I'm about planning to lock around my full trade around here. But it is quite in a phase of underdeveloped trade. So let's see how the price action actually works in the London session, because in a few minutes the London session would be starting. EuroCAD is similar structure right here. You see there is a breakout that happened. Price started retesting all those highs, taking out the positions of the sellers, and right exactly here we did got a we had like a head and shoulder play right here. Price went down again, and in the range, most likely the price can be pushed on the downside on EuroCAD as well. And EuroJPY, it's a bit confusing. On the other hand, is that you see there are like 2 breaks that happened on the downside, and after that right here we did had an order block up here. Price retested this order block, reversed back with a good intensity. There are like you see like numerous times we got a good candle structure, like this is a morning star, this is a morning star. So in that case, if the price goes even on the upper side, then we can see the breaks on the downside, and price can move further down. If price kind of like breaks this level and this level, so then we can expect a move on the upper side, kind of like in a neutral zone right now. Similarly, like Swiss on the other hand is making the higher highs right now. You see forming a structure like that. Secondly, really important thing to note right now is it kind of like formed a double top right here. Price couldn't like break the high, and it kind of like reversed back. So in that situation, guys, you see right here we do have an order block too, and we are getting a reaction around here, so price can go down further like that, completing this range and stopping out all the people around here. Pound is in a really bad situation, right? So we do have a good volatility in pound. In that case, I was expecting some kind of reaction around here, and we did got some of the candle, but price kind of like broke down. I'm considering this as a low, but currently it doesn't seem like the price would be holding this low. And as the dollar is pointing out towards the further move on the upper side right now, so most likely the prices would be coming back down there, and we were considering this as our low. So I do expect that the price would be touching this level with the opening of a London, so which can even like push further downside. So at 2 o'clock we would be having 2 o'clock right here. You see the time zone is with the Eastern Standard Time. There would be a Frankfurt open, so kind of like they're gonna push the price down with the current scenario. Although we had a small SNR here, Euro odd, it was a good prominent break around here, and you see the retest that happened. So there are two breaks around here. Number one this, and number two this, and there was a small retest, two candle retracement, and price went down. And further chances are that the price can even go towards the downside like that. Pound NZD, guys, this was the trade I posted in the community, and yesterday I also showed you, and I kind of like locked my profit in this because you see I was I kind of like entered around here, locked in this move, and after that price started forming the range, so I kind of exited the position. So in that case, I do have a position on Euro and ZD. It was more on the side of better move than than the pound, because the idea is that the price can go downside like that. This doesn't seem like the price would be holding around here, so most likely the price would be pushed down, and if the price comes back down there, it won't be coming directly, so any kind of like retest happening, we would be aware of that, so not a problem. So on the other hand side, I wanna like, I kind of like loving this structure right here, so make good sense, something like that. Pound CAD on the other hand is a great formation of a structure. You see like this was a break that happened. After the break, price kind of like pulled back, and after pulling back, price gave us a good move on the downside further. Again, low hanging fruit trade, price went down there, and now price kind of like made a structure to pull back on the upper side, and again there's a high likelihood that price will be pushed down. Most probably like the expectation was around here, but Now right here you see this order block, we can expect some kind of reaction and this gap filling as well. Price can move down. In pound CAD, yens gave specifically right here, we had an order block, so yen gave the reaction, but it is like it is not holding specifically for longer right here, and we can see the reaction and price can come down there. So all the moves in the pounds are specifically weaker, and then the euro. So right here there was a support turning into the resistance and further pushing down, and we did got a low hanging fruit trade as well. Right now price can be pushed on the downside, good for scalpers and day traders. Australian dollar on the other hand, I was just expecting to hold the price, this price, after the price went up again, price came back down, similar structure in euro. So any kind of move to this point can give us a trade on the downside. We do have like an order block right here, and we can see the reaction is so beautiful, converting it into the supply structure. You see right here, we did got a reaction too. Right at this candle, we got a reaction, and now price is pushing on the downside. For that kind of reason and that kind of structure, I am quite hopeful that of course it's obvious that price would be breaking this level. I kind of like want to change it to the down here. Although it is quite similar to the previous one, but see how dollar is impacting all this. So dollar is impacting all this, with the high strength of the dollar, we are getting the weaknesses and rest of the currency pairs right now. AUD and ZD is the only one that is kind of like holding against the New Zealand Kiwi right now, so it is forming a trend on the upper side. Although with this kind of reaction, I wasn't expecting price pulling back that much, but let's see. Most likely their price would be taking and retesting this high. This could be a good trade for us. On the other hand, with this retest, fail retest around here, can give us a solid move on the downside at this level. Let the price go on the upper side, and we're gonna see further. AUD CAD kind of like holding the structure, but see right here we do have an order block. We do have a order block right here. Most likely the price would be pushing on the downside. Just a sec, guys. Really important pair. Welcome back. So really easy structure and really easy understanding as well. You see right here we had a good break. With this break, price kind of like trying to take out the positions on the upper side, and it is also the concept that you need to understand that whenever there is a price sell-off, the big players aren't filled. And if the big players aren't filled, so they kind of like take the price on the upper side, confusing the intermediate traders, and then further pushing on the price on the downside, bringing the price towards their own goal targets. So what is happening that although price gave us significant reactions quite a few times, so but still this move have the impact. Right here we had like a significant structure each time. We had a small break around here, but with the breakout from this point, it kind of like mitigated all the thing, all the scenario that happened here. So right now price is still trying to go on the upper side, but each time the price is being rejected. So what I actually want to like tell you, like this break can be a significant break on the downside for the yens. So kind of like making us realize that these yens can be a good opportunity as well, and specifically in Australian dollar right now. So on the other hand, it can also give a move in euro as well. So I would be most likely be moving my alerts down here. The reason for moving the alert down here, because if this level breaks, it can give us a good opportunity. If price kind of like comes here, most likely there would be a break on the downside. AUD on the other hand is a good candidate as well. You can see right here we had a break. Let me make it more clear for you guys. You see we had a break around here, price went down, and this is a structure which we are looking at. This is a structure which we are looking at. Another break, then price kind of like started going, forming lower lows, a higher low, lower low, and breaking the structure on the upper side. But as soon as like price reached to this level, we did got a significant reversal. And right now this is the point that, and you can see my alert right here. If the price breaks this level, price can go down, and even like price goes up, retest around here can give us a good break on the downside further with a high momentum. New Zealand Kiwi is kind of like pushing the price continuously on the downside. I kind of like was considering this low as a major low, but right now I believe that in the morning, because it's 2 a.m. right now here, so in the morning we can expect that the price would be taking, price would had already been taken this. So kind of like believe that this, we need to place a low bit lower. We did got a reaction right here, a small pullback, and then again the continuation of the trade. AUD, Australian dollar Canadian CAD is much more beautiful in the swings. You see right here, right there, we had like a good swing structure. Right here we had a swing, right here we had a swing, and after that they kind of like made this low. There was a liquidity grab around here for all the buyers, and this was a significant move that we actually had scored around here. So let's wait till price actually takes this low. Most likelihood would be taken tomorrow. On the other hand, yen's kind of like held this level, and seems like it's gonna break on the downside further like that in morning. Similarly, AUDC and the DCHF, this was a big sell-off. Now price is trying to like take out all the sellers from the top, and now it can break this level at this point with the Frankfurt open. I'm placing my alert right here. Most likely it can break. So now CAD JPY. CAD JPY gave a good breakout around here, and you see that this candle like kind of like reversed and came down and reversed back, breaking the structure on the upper side. Quite a significant structures around here. You see right here, price gave us the move, but still went down exactly to this low right here. So price came back to this low right here in front of you, and on the other hand, if we see that if the CAD data tomorrow couldn't like hold the momentum on the upper side, so we can expect some kind of reaction towards the downside, because they have an unemployment data tomorrow and employment change data. CAD CHF, that previous one was CAD JPY, and now we have CAD CHF. We had like a selling structure around here, and price even went down. Price kind of like reacted on this order block right here. You can see how perfect the reaction was, and price almost pushed on the downside. After that, price started like forming the structure, giving us a move on the upper side. You see right here, there is a move on the upper side, but as soon as price reached to that level right here, I was quite active about it, but we couldn't like get a proper structure after that. But on the other hand, price started forming a small range right here. So with the bad CAD data, we can expect a move on the downside like that tomorrow if the Canadian dollar data doesn't come satisfactory, and most likely it wouldn't come satisfactory, because as we know that the Trudeau has kind of like even resigned, so it seems like something not good is portrayed in the Canadian dollar right now. So right here we have some kind of reaction. On the other hand, guys, you see the structure is really clear. We did had a break around this structure. Let me make more clear for you guys. We did had a breakout from here. Then after a breakout, we have this cell structure formation in order to contrast with this move, because if the price had broken around here and gone up, the things would have changed. But on the other hand, we see right here, we did got a reaction of breaking out further, pulling back and further breaking out, and then price is currently coming down. This can give us a move on the downside, further completing this range, forming a double bottom right here. So this is currently it, and now we're back to the DXY. Kind of like much more opportunities surrounded in specifically in pound, and even like New Zealand are giving us a good position, and even the CAD is also giving us a good position. So this was the trade that I have taken, and currently it's running. It's kind of like developing, although the setup is not as significant as the other pairs, but it kind of like made much more sense to me at the moment I took the position. So right now we had a break, and after break we did got a retest on the sell side, although there wasn't like enough of a momentum to break this level, but instead the price kind of like pushing on the upper side. With the retest again of this level, price started giving us some sell structure side. So I kind of like took this position, hoping to lock this, and with the Frankfurt open, if the price kind of like holds, so can push on the downside further. So guys, this is some of the understanding for NFP. Seems like the levels are ready and we are well prepared. So any kind of like momentum tomorrow, there would be like a pullback opportunity as well around like if 8:30, I'm talking about like Eastern Standard Time. So at 8:30 the data would be coming. So at 8:30 we can expect some kind of move, and at 10 o'clock again with some pullback we can expect a move further in the continuation. So this is it, guys. So this is the NFP pre-NFP analysis. Take care, guys. Have fun.